I wanted the ground to swallow me up. Yesterday, I had the most embarrassing moment of my life. So, I was grabbing a coffee yesterday, minding my own business. Suddenly, this guy runs up and gives me a massive hug. I was completely caught off guard. I looked at him. He looked so familiar, but his name was totally gone. To avoid any awkwardness, I decided to fake it till I make it. I hugged him back and said, "Hey, long time no see." Then, he looked at me and said,
Dude, thanks again for letting me crash on your sofa in London last year.
Inside, I was panicking. London. Sofa. I've never even been to London. But I was already too deep in the lie. I just nodded and smiled. Right at that exact moment, my new boss walked up. He looked at us and said,
"Oh, intro please."
"Oh my God." I was completely put on the spot. I didn't know the guy's name, and I didn't even know who I was anymore. I started sweating. I pretended to have a coughing fit just to buy some time. Finally, the stranger looked at my terrified face, squinted his eyes, and said,
Wait, you're not Dave, are you?
Suddenly, the penny dropped. He had mistaken me for someone else. I wanted the ground to swallow me up. My boss just stood there, staring at me like I was a lunatic.
Okay, guys. That was a true nightmare. But did you notice the phrases I used? To sound less like a textbook and more like a native speaker, here are the 4 key phrases you need to know from this story. Alright, let's look at our first key phrase. I was completely caught off guard. Basically, it means I was totally surprised because something happened so fast, and I was not ready for it. In textbooks, we always learn words like surprised or shocked. But native speakers love using caught off guard because it's much more visual. Imagine a guard who is supposed to be watching the door, but he gets distracted. If someone suddenly walks past him, he is caught off guard. He is unprotected and unready. So, in real life, when a situation catches you by surprise and your brain freezes for a second, you are caught off guard. How to use it like a native speaker. Example 1. My boss asked me to give a speech during the meeting without telling me first. I was completely caught off guard. Example 2. I bumped into my ex-boyfriend at the cinema last night. It completely caught me off guard. Quick tip for you. You can say, I was caught off guard or something caught me off guard. Both sound supernatural. Moving on to our next phrase. I decided to fake it till I make it. It means to act confident and pretend you know what you are doing, even when you have no idea, until you finally succeed or figure it out. This is a huge cultural phrase in the English-speaking world. It's all about mindset. Instead of stopping and saying, "Oh, I don't know how to do this, I give up," you just put a big smile on your face, pretend you are an expert, and learn along the way. In our story, I didn't know the guy's name, but I couldn't just stand there like a statue. I had to fake it till I made it by acting like his best friend. How to use it like a native speaker. Example 1. It was my first day as a manager. I was terrified inside, but I just decided to fake it till I made it. Example 2. When you speak English, don't worry about grammar. Just fake it till you make it, act confident and people will believe you. Notice how in the story I said fake it till I made it? That's because the story happened in the past. If you are talking about a general rule or the future, keep it in the present. Fake it till you make it. Next up, we have, I was completely put on the spot. It means you were put in the hot seat, having to handle a tough question or challenge in front of everyone with zero warning. Imagine you are standing on a dark stage, and suddenly, a bright spotlight shines directly on you. Everyone is staring, waiting for you to speak. That's exactly how it feels. In our story, when my boss suddenly said, "Oh, intro please," he put me on the spot. I had to come up with a name on the spot. How to use it like a native speaker. Example 1. During the presentation, the client asked me about the budget, and I didn't have the figures on hand, so I was put on the spot. Example 2. My friends put me on the spot last night and made me sing karaoke in front of the whole bar. And our final phrase, and one of my absolute favorites, is, suddenly, the penny dropped. It means you suddenly understand something you were confused about before. It's that exact moment when you realize, oh, now I get it. This is a very classic British idiom used in everyday conversation. It is often explained with reference to old coin-operated machines, such as slot machines or public payphones. You would insert a coin, a penny, but nothing would happen until it finally dropped into place. So, when your brain is confused, it's as if the penny is stuck. But the moment the stranger in our story says, "You're not Dave, are you?" everything suddenly makes sense. The penny drops. How to use it like a native speaker. Example 1. She looked at her calendar, saw the date, and suddenly the penny dropped. It was her husband's birthday. Example 2. I used to struggle with this grammar rule, but today the penny dropped and I finally understood it. Retell the story once. Alright, let's lock these in. Imagine it again. Yesterday, I was caught off guard by a random guy hugging me. To survive the awkwardness, I tried to fake it till I make it and pretended to know him. But when my boss arrived and asked for an introduction, I was seriously put on the spot. Thankfully, the penny dropped when he realized I wasn't Dave. See? You just learned 4 amazing, natural phrases through one chaotic story. Stop overthinking your grammar, just practice telling stories like this. If you want to keep faking it till you make it with your English, you need to watch this video right here, where I talk about the most awkward mistakes you can make at work. Don't forget to hit subscribe, act confident, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, don't just learn it, speak it naturally. Bye.